March. Last month I did a February TBR video, and now I'm doing one for March because that February TBR video, well, I read every single book that I mentioned in that video, which is totally awesome. So I hope that momentum, keeps up and continues for March. So the books that I plan on reading in March. First off, The Incorrigible Children of Ashton Place, The Unseen Guest by Mary Rose Wood. I have to read this for a blog tour, so this is definitely going to get read. And plus, I love those kids. They are raised by wolves and awesome. So, yay! The Three Musketeers by Alexander Dumas. This is on my Project Fill in the Gaps list, and basically it's a really long classic, obviously about the Three Musketeers. I really loved The Count of Monte Cristo and The Black Tulip, and Alexander Dumas is my favorite classic author, so I am super, super excited to be reading this one, and I'll be reading it little by little over March. Where It Began by Anne British Stampler, and I probably butchered her middle name, I guess you could say. Basically, this book sounds a little bit like Forget You, but kind of with a twist. So I'm really looking forward to that. And also, debut author, yay! Miles from Ordinary by Carol Lynch Williams. This book is only 197 pages. The publisher actually originally sent me the hardcover for review. So I thought, okay, now I have both hardcover and softcover. I need to review these soon and get them out of my house. So I figure one can go to a giveaway and the other can go to my library, which is awesome. Of Jay Barker by Jay Clark. This is also a debut novel. It sounds hilarious, and I've been reading a lot of these like male-written contemporary YA debuts lately, and so I'm hoping that this goes along with the trend of being hilarious and awesome and really good. So yes, this is on my TBR for March as well. Bliss by Catherine Littlewood. You guys, I'm a really huge middle grade kind of fantasy fan, and this book sounds like it is going to be fantasy. It takes place in a bakery, I guess, and it has lots and lots of cookies, and it's like a family adventure. And you guys, I love cookies, and I love family adventures, and I love middle grade. So all of those elements better combine to make one really good book. The Gathering Storm by Robin Bridges. This one has been on my TBR for way too long, since like November, I think. And I'm a really big fan of Russia and Imperial Russia. And so this is like a fantasy that takes on Imperial Russia, or like it has Russian flavors. So I am just totally looking forward to this debut. The Wicked and the Just by J. Anderson Coates. Historical fiction that takes place in Wales. Yes, please. And it's set during medieval times. So that is totally up my alley. It's totally my jam. I can't wait to read this book. Ready Player One by Ernest Cline. I actually have had this book on my list for forever, and I always say that I'm going to read it. But this time I really am. And plus, you guys, you notice how I still have like the really cool cover. I actually like this cover a whole lot better than the orange one. So yay, I cannot wait for this book. The Miseducation of Cameron Post by Emily M. Danforth. I am a really huge contemporary fan. Like, I'm not a fan on the level of, say, Shannon at Chick Loves Lit, but I really like reading contemporary, and so I've had this book for a while, when the publisher sent it to me, and now I really want to finally read it, and plus it's a LGBTQ book, which is awesome, and it's a debut. So I am just really looking forward to this, and it's really thick too, and I just love thick books. Starters by Lissa Price, and wow, it's like really giving off glare. This one is a dystopia, and I guess it's also kind of science fiction-y. I don't know, it sounds really good, and I'm like a magpie with the cover, and I know I won't be able to stop looking at it until I read it. Plus, it comes out, I think, March 14th, so I want to read it and review it before it comes out. And I'm kind of still looking at that cover because I'm such a magpie. Struck by Jennifer Bosworth. You guys, this book has cults. So I don't know why I've been waiting so long to read it. I know it doesn't come out until like May, but still, it's going to be awesome. I cannot wait to get my hands, or really put my face or my nose in this book. Wow. I just awkwarded up that sentence. Either way, this book's gonna rock. Shadowcry by Jenna Burtonshaw. This book was actually sent to me by Allison, a dealer of books, and it's a fantasy. It's kind of short. I thought it would be longer, but it just sounds so good. It sounds like it's high fantasy, but the back cover describes it as atmospheric dystopian fantasy that is already a sensation in Great Britain. Well, if it's a British sensation, then it has to be good, right? I mean, Harry Potter came out of Britain, so this better be good too. I mean, I don't expect it to be on the level of Harry Potter, but still. Okay, guys, what is on your March TBR? What are you planning on reading? Let me know down in the comments.